morning, Boker Tov everyone. Be'at Hashem that this limud will be for the refuah of all the cholim. Be'at Hashem, refuah shlema, amen, ki yeh ratzon. Morai ve'rabotai, in this parasha we learn something very big about Lashon Hara. We spoke about it already a couple times in the shiurim, but there is a connection between all these parashot that we are reading now, between Parashat Be'alotcha, Parashat Shelach Lecha, and of course Parashat Korach and Parashat Chukat. All these parashot has a big connection. Lashon Hara, pashut מאוד Lashon Hara. When a person speak bad. Now, what happened in Parashat Be'alotcha? We see in Parashat Be'alotcha, Miriam comes to Aaron and she's complaining. She complains about Moshe Rabbeinu. We know what she had to say about Moshe Rabbeinu, but Hashem Yitbarach was not happy. He was not happy. We're talking about Moshe. We know Moshe, HaKadosh Baruch Hu calls him right away, Moshe Avdi, Ne'eman b'chol beti. I trust Moshe more than anyone. And Moshe Anav mikol ha'adam. Moshe is the most humble person in the universe. And he's speaking bad about him. What is this? Okay, so Hashem Yitbarach punished Miriam. Right away on the spot he punished her. She had leprosy. We know that. You know, Rashi brings connection between last parasha to this parasha of Parashat Lech Lecha. What is the connection? The messengers, they saw what happened to Miriam. They saw exactly what happened to Miriam. So now, they come, they have to be careful from Lashon Hara, right? They have to be careful from Lashon Hara. But unfortunately, no. Even though that Hashim was, all of them was, at the beginning was big people, no. They went and they spoke Lashon Hara. And next parasha we see Korach. You didn't learn from Miriam. You didn't learn from the Meraglim, from the messengers. And now we are not learning. And Korach goes against Moshe Rabbeinu. So we see everyone that tried to go against Moshe or against the Kadosh Baruch Hu, and the end got big punishment. But you know, Rabotenu Kedushim said that what the Meraglim did, what the messengers did, was even worse than Avodah Zarah, even worse than Shfichut Damim, even worse than Gilui Arayot. You know, we said, Shlosha Devarim Yareg Ve'al Ya'avor. For three things we said in the Torah, you should die and don't do the sin, Chaz v'Shalom. Shlosha Devarim. Gilui Arayot, Chaz v'Shalom, if a person, Chaz v'Shalom, falls in the Gilui Arayot, to go with married women, Hashem Yerachem, Shfichut Damim, if they tell you, kill this person, if not we kill you, kill me. What, my blood is more important than your blood? No. And of course, Avodah Zarah. If they tell you to do Avodah Zarah, to bend down to a statue, something like that, of course we don't. Yareg ve'al ya'avor. You know, the punishment of the Meraglim, Rabotenu HaKedushim says that was even more and worse. It's unbelievable. Like I spoke yesterday, when we see, they said the truth. Now it's very simple. You are a messenger. You are a meragel. You are a spy. A spy has to sneak. A spy is not supposed to show that he is a spy. He's not supposed to show that he is a spy. A spy, when he comes, he has to bring the details, exactly what he saw. So what is the Lashon Hara that they spoke? What was so bad? So I mentioned yesterday, the Meraglim, what they said, V'lo yachol, everything is beautiful in Eretz Israel, nachon, hakol yafeh. But these people that living there, they are giant, they are strong, they are people that we cannot win them. Now, Morai ve'Rabotai, okay, so they did a mistake. Why such a big punishment? Why such a big punishment? You know, Rabotai, we learn, Rambam speaks about it, and we learn that there is עבירות שבין אדם לחברו ועבירות שבין אדם למקום. There is sins that you do between you and your friend, and there is sins between you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We know that the sins between you and your friend, Yom HaKippurim, לא מכפר. לא מכפר. You know, רבותיי, Yom Kippur comes. We can do teshuvah, we can pray, we can cry, we can do whatever we will do. But if we don't ask mechila from our friend if we did something bad to him, לא מכפר. There is no kapara. Yom Kippur לא מכפר. Yom Kippur is not for sins that you do between you to your friend, between you to your neighbor, between you to your wife, between you to your kids, between you to your friend, and etc., etc. If you know that you did something wrong, you have to ask mechila. If you know that this person died and you didn't ask him mechila, you have to go to his kever, to his grave, and you have to ask him mechila. If you know that you owe him money, you have to give to his yorshim, to his inheritance. So, sins between you and your friend, Yom Kippurim eno mechaper. There is no kapara. But Yom Kippur, it is for between you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, all the sins that you do between you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mechaper lecha al ha'avonot. Hashem gives you kapara. Rabotenu HaKedoshim says, Chet HaMeraglim, what the Meraglim did, what the messengers did, it is a sin between the Meraglim and Bnei Israel. It was not against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it was against Bnei Israel. The fact that they put a fear into Bnei Israel. Wait, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, after everything he did to you, no, you have to trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But when they came back and they said, V'lo yachol, when we cannot win them, they actually, here you see that they went and they put a fear inside Bnei Israel, and this fear, Rabotai, mamash broke them. You know, Rabotai, there is a machloket in the Gemara between Bet Hillel and Bet Shammai. You know, when you go to a wedding, you are invited, you prepare a nice gift, a nice check. You go to this wedding and you see the person is getting married. What Sage is teaching us, the Gemara teaching us in Masechet Sanhedrin, what you have to come to your friend and you have to make him happy, and you have to tell him, Kala, Na'ar, Chasuda, you have to come to tell him, you know, you have a Kala, amazing Kala, beautiful Kala, Chasida, amazing Chasida, Tzadika. You have to give a lot of compliments to the Kala. So, Bet Shammai comes and he said, no, Kala as she is. אל תגיד דברים שאתה לא... Don't say things that you don't... you know, if חס ושלום, you see her, but she's not... you get scared, חס ושלום. מה, תגיד, יפה? You can say beautiful? You know, there is people that they walk out in the morning, they Shema Israel, Sh'day Ma'aya, you know, they scared, you know, every morning. This is the kapara. So, no. So, Bet Shammai said, no, you don't say nothing. Kala kamo she'i. Bet Hillel comes and says, so what? If she's not beautiful, what, they're going to say that she's ugly? מה תגיד שהיא מכוערת? You cannot say to a person that he gets married that his bride is ugly. So Bet Shammai comes and they say to Bet Hillel, so now what are you teaching me? To lie? The Torah says, midvar sheker tirchak. From a lie you have to run away. So now what are you saying? Tirchak, that are you teaching me to lie? To go, to say that she's beautiful when she's not? But this is, Rabotai, again, we have to understand the meaning of the Torah Kedusha when the Torah said that we're not supposed to lie. We are not allowed to lie. We're not allowed to speak Lashon Hara. There is things that we're not allowed, but we have to have common sense. There is common sense in the Torah. We said about Aaron HaKohen, Oev Shalom, Rodef Shalom. What was Aaron do? He knows two friends are fighting. He was going to this man, he was telling him, you know, I saw your enemy. Oh, he spoke so good about you, so highly about you. He went to the other one. Oh, you know, I saw your enemy. He spoke so highly about you, so good. But he lied. Aaron HaKohen lied. But these two men, they meet each other in the market and they say, oh, Aaron HaKohen told me that he spoke good about me. Oh, Aaron HaKohen said he spoke good about me. So they go and they make peace. So what happened? From this lie, what happened? A peace came. Shalom came. נכון? So when the Torah comes to לא לשקר, that we are not allowed to lie, you have to know there is a common sense for shalom. It's a mitzvah to lie, בוודאי. To do shalom. Even the Gemara teaches us for 3 things you should lie. פשוט. tzniut, when the people, you know, when a person meets his wife, goes to the mikveh, you know, many people, you know, when their wife goes to the mikveh, oh, my wife going tonight to the mikveh. No, the dvarim shebetzina, you're not supposed to say. You are not allowed to say. If the night that your wife goes to the mikveh and somebody asks you, what are you doing tonight? You're not supposed to tell my wife she's going to the mikveh. I have things to do. But you lying, this you are allowed. If you are invited to Julien, for example, and his wife made you all kind of fish and Baruch Hashem, the food, wow. And somebody comes and asks you, how's the food of Julien in his house? You're not allowed to say, oh, the best, the best, the best. Why? Because everybody will go to Julien after, and Julien will not have enough food for himself. Understand? So you are allowed to lie over here. It's good. So there is common sense. You use common sense. Pashut. Usually everybody is going to use Shabbat. So yeah, this is Rabotai. But when these messengers went and spoke Lashon Hara, it was intentionally. And it was between the messengers and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And here, Rabotai, I'm going to finish by to tell you what is the koach, what is the power, Chas v'Shalom, when we speak Lashon Hara. It's another minute, but it's worth it. You know, Rabotai, there is two brothers, very wealthy brothers, very rich brothers. One brother had to go for his business. You know, before, when a person had to go to business, it's not like today, he goes for 1 year, 6 months. So the brother who travels, he comes to his brother that is staying in the city, and he said to him, listen, I'm traveling, please take care of my wife, take care of my kids, do everything for them that Be'ezrat Hashem, when I come back, I find them safe, and etc., etc. Of course, he tells his brother, I will take care of your wife, your kids, Al Tidag, Akol Beseder. Just go, travel. Brother Rabotai, this brother had big Yetzirah, he had big Yetzirah. Every day he was coming to visit the wife of his brother, sister-in-law. And his Yetzirah was growing and growing until one day he came to her and said, hey, look, my brother already 1 year is not here. Let's go together. She said to him, אתה משוגע? For a pleasure of a minute, you're going to lose your עולם הבא? You're going to lose your world to come? אתה משוגע? You're crazy? You lost your mind? And he tried from that moment every day to come to ask her to do Avera with him. Every day he was begging her. When he saw that he cannot do anything, she's stubborn, he did something very bad. He went to the shuk, to the market. He found 2 men. He said to them, I'm going to pay you. You're going to be witness that my brother's wife went with another person.
Oh.
They come to Bedin, to the Sanhedrin. It is in the Midrash. They come to the Sanhedrin, and the Sanhedrin, they look, these two witnesses, everything they say, it's correct, the timing, and they said, we have to stone her. Rabotai, they take these women outside of Yerushalayim, and what they do? They stone her. They stone, skila. They stone her. Listen to this, Rabotai. But she didn't die. They put the stone on top of her. 3 days she was under the stones. One man was going with his son to take him to Yerushalayim to Yeshiva. At the night they stayed to rest. And this man, he hears a voice from the earth. Save me, please save me, please save me. He take the stones and he see a woman under them. Are you Miat? What is your story? She said to him her story, that she never did anything, Chas v'Shalom. And unfortunately, the Sanhedrin, they did a mistake, and they stoned her. And she said to him, where are you going? So he said, I'm taking my son to Yerushalayim to study Torah. She said to him, I'll teach your son Torah. Take me wherever you live, because I cannot go back to Yerushalayim, they will kill me. Take me wherever you want to go, wherever you live, and I teach your son Torah. He said, what, you know Torah? She said, I know Torah. I will teach you. They took him, they went back, he took her, and she started to study Torah with his son. Unfortunately, the son died after a couple, the son died. This man, he came to this woman, he said, I cannot keep you anymore. Whenever I see you, you are a good lady. I cannot keep you anymore because whenever I see you, I see my son. And I miss my son so much, so here is, I give you money, go to another place. She goes to the boat, listen to this, Rabotai. It is Midrash telling us this story. She goes to the boat and she gets to a place, and the place that she gets, there is over there asavim, like medicines that going, like the Chinese, they have all the medicine that come from nature. And she became a very big doctor all over the world. People knew her. Listen to this, Rabotai. Her husband, in the meantime, comes back to Yerushalayim. And he asked his brother, where is my wife? He said to him, unfortunately, your wife, she did Avera. She went with another man, and Bedin, the Sanhedrin, they stoned her. You know, Rabotai, what happened? Listen to this. These two witnesses who spoke bad about these women, what happened to them? They got leprosy. The brother got leprosy. Tzarat. The brother that came back, he said, I heard about a big doctor, about the women. She gives medicine to people and everybody, Baruch Hashem, get cured. So let's go to see him. So they go to see these women. When they get to these women, she recognized them, but nobody of them recognized her. And what happened? She tells them, for me to help you, you have to tell me, each one of you, you have to tell me your sin, what you did. So, a sin like that, to say that we lied to the Sanhedrin, and because of her they stoned the women, it was hard for them to say, but they wanted to leave. And everyone, in the end, the brother says, I went, my brother, for you see my brother, my Yetzirah walked on me, and she didn't want to be with me. And unfortunately, I went to the shuk and I brought these two men, and we took them to the Bedin, and the Bedin stoned her, and she died. The women stood up. She said, I cannot cure you. But you heard what happened, and she looked at her husband. She said, I'm your wife. I never died. I'm alive. But now you see all these three men, they are here in front of you, and these 3 men died. Rabotai, this is the koach, the power of Lashon Hara, and this is the reward of a person that runs away from Lashon Hara. Rabotai, this is something, we can speak 100 times Lashon Hara a day. Let's speak 99 times. Let's speak 98. Let's speak 97. Let's speak 96. To take ourselves more in our hand, and Be'ad Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give every one of us bracha, הצלחה, ישועות גדולות, אמן כן יהי רצון.